Before you scroll away, listen carefully because this message may be the confirmation you have been waiting for. This is not a coincidence, this is not random. You clicked on this video for a reason, and I need you to hear this clearly. This is a good sign. Yes, the struggle you are facing right now, the pressure you feel, the confusion, the delay, the waiting, the silence, this is a good sign. You may not understand it yet, but something is shifting in the spiritual realm. Something is moving behind the scenes. Something is aligning in your favor, and the fact that you feel uncomfortable, restless, stretched, and tested is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of growth. When a seed is buried underground, it feels darkness, pressure, and isolation, but that pressure is not punishment, it is preparation. The seed does not die in the soil, it transforms. And maybe right now you feel buried, maybe you feel overlooked, maybe you feel forgotten. But what if you are not buried? What if you are planted? What if this season of silence is actually a season of rooting? What if this weight you are carrying is building strength you did not know you had? Sometimes before elevation there is isolation, sometimes before clarity there is confusion, sometimes before breakthrough there is resistance. The reason the battle feels intense is because your next level is significant. The reason the enemy attacks your mind is because your future is powerful. The reason the delay feels heavy is because what is coming is valuable. If nothing important was ahead, there would be no opposition. If nothing meaningful was about to happen, there would be no resistance. Pressure is proof that something important is being formed. Diamonds are created under pressure. Muscles grow under resistance. Faith deepens under testing. So if you are being tested, it means your faith is growing. If you are being stretched, it means your capacity is increasing. If doors are closing, it means redirection is happening. This is a good sign. The discomfort you feel is not destruction, it is development. You are not falling apart, you are being rebuilt, stronger, wiser, deeper. The tears you cry are not weakness, they are release. The confusion you feel is not chaos, it is transition. The waiting you endure is not rejection, it is refinement. And sometimes the greatest blessing is not getting what you asked for, but becoming who you prayed to be. The version of you that is coming out of this season will be stronger than the one that entered it. You will look back at this moment and realize it was the turning point. You will understand that the nights you cried were watering the seeds of your future. You will see that the silence was teaching you to trust beyond what you could see. Right now you may feel like nothing is happening, but just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is moving. Roots grow in silence. Foundations are built underground. Preparation happens in hidden places. Your character is being shaped, your patience is being strengthened, your resilience is being built. This is not a wasted season. This is a training season, and training seasons are never comfortable, but they are always necessary. Think about it. Every great transformation requires a breaking point. Caterpillars must enter the cocoon before they become butterflies. Gold must pass through fire before it shines brighter, and you are no different. This pressure is not here to crush you, it is here to create you. You are being prepared for responsibilities you cannot yet see. You are being strengthened for battles you have not yet faced. You are being positioned for opportunities that require maturity, not emotion. So when you feel misunderstood, that is a good sign. When you feel stretched, that is a good sign. When you feel challenged, that is a good sign. Growth does not feel comfortable, change does not feel easy, transition does not feel stable, but all three are signs that you are moving forward. You are not stuck, you are evolving. The old mindset is breaking, the old habits are shifting, the old limitations are falling away. And sometimes when your old life starts falling apart, it is because your new life is trying to come together. You are not losing, you are shedding. You are not being denied, you are being redirected. You are not being ignored, you are being protected. There are things happening that you cannot see. There are dangers you are being saved from. There are wrong paths being closed for your good. If that relationship ended, maybe it was protection. If that opportunity disappeared, maybe it was redirection. If that plan failed, maybe it was preparation. Sometimes what feels like loss is actually leadership guiding you towards something better. Sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes delay is divine timing. Sometimes silence is strategy. And when you begin to see your struggle differently, you will respond differently. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening?" you will start asking, "What is this preparing me for?" Instead of saying, "I am stuck," you will declare, "I am growing." Instead of saying, "This is the end," you will believe this is the beginning, because this is a good sign. The storm you is not here to drown you, it is here to develop you. Storms strengthen roots, winds test foundations, rain washes away weakness, and after every storm there is clarity, after every night there is morning. After every season of waiting there is a season of fulfillment. Do not quit in the middle of your transformation. Do not walk away when growth feels uncomfortable. Do not give up when progress feels slow. Slow progress is still progress. Invisible growth is still growth. Internal change is still change, and one day what feels small now will produce something massive. One day the habits you are building quietly will create visible success. One day the discipline you are practicing privately will produce public reward. One day the faith you are holding onto silently will become a testimony spoken loudly but right now. You must trust the process. Right now you must stay consistent. Right now you must keep believing even when evidence is limited. This is the moment that separates those who quit from those who rise. This is the moment that builds endurance. This is the moment that builds character. This is the moment that builds destiny, and you would not be facing this level of challenge if you were not called to a higher level of impact. You would not be feeling this intensity if your future was ordinary. You would not be fighting this hard if your purpose was small. The resistance you face is proof that your potential is powerful. The battle you are in is confirmation that your breakthrough matters. The shaking you feel is preparation for elevation. So breathe deeply, hold your head up, remind yourself that this season has an expiration date. Nothing lasts forever, not the pain, not the confusion, not the waiting. Everything moves, everything shifts, everything changes, and your change is closer than you think. This is not punishment. This is positioning. This is not failure. This is formation. This is not the end. This is alignment. And when the right door opens, you will understand why the wrong ones closed. When the right opportunity appears, you will understand why you had to wait. When the right connection comes, you will understand why others left. Your story is still being written. Your journey is still unfolding. Your breakthrough is still building beneath the surface. So if today feels heavy, that is a good sign. If growth feels uncomfortable, that is a good sign. If change feels scary, that is a good sign, because comfort rarely produces greatness. Ease rarely produces strength, and shortcuts rarely produce destiny. You are being built for something bigger than temporary comfort. You are being shaped for something greater than immediate relief. So trust the process, trust the timing, trust the growth, trust that what is happening now is leading somewhere meaningful. And remember this clearly: the fact that you are still standing is a good sign. The fact that you are still trying is a good sign. The fact that you still have hope is a good sign. And the fact that you are hearing this message right now is a good sign. Something good is forming, something strong is rising, something powerful is developing. And when it finally reveals itself, you will look back at this season and say, now I understand. This was not the end. This was the beginning. This was not destruction. This was construction. This was not delay. This was development. This was not pain without purpose. This was preparation with promise. So keep going, keep growing, keep believing, because this right here, right now, this is a good sign.